We don't have an intro.
Yeah, we gotta figure that out. We gotta figure out a new intro. You know what my favorite intro was? When we spun the chairs around.
Oh, come on.
That was my favorite intro of all time. Just wait till next week then.
What do you mean?
Oh,
just starting so late in the week. Yeah, that is weird. That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Okay, so what are the rules in Ontario right now for schools? Do you guys know?
Don't know yet.
What do you mean?
Are they open? Is Locke actually going into school, or is
going
he?
in, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you get a choice, or?
Yeah, there was an option.
They're going in.
Yeah. I had to choose between virtual or in person.
What made you choose in person?
Because he doesn't pay attention to online.
Yeah.
Virtual learning, he's not paying attention at all.
No.
No, it's not good.
I know from my grand, she did the same thing.
Yeah. A lot of kids found it hard.
I heard from other parents as well, the same thing. That the kids aren't paying attention. As soon as they leave the room,
They
the
don't
kid turns
learn
off the
nothing.
camera. No, they're not learning anything. I was actually surprised he passed. I was worried that he wasn't gonna.
Yeah,
he wasn't
some
gonna
kids
pass.
didn't. I know some kids that didn't pass.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So I was worried for him because I felt like he barely did any school. He did maybe 2 months when they started the virtual learning.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was fighting with him to go online.
How's your daughter doing in school? Is she starting university?
Graduated.
She graduated. Is she starting university this September?
No. She's gonna take a little bit of break.
A gap year. My
But
daughter did a
not
gap
whole
year.
year. You mad?
Okay.
No, sir.
Gap year's not bad so long as she really wants to go back. Gap year can be fine.
Yeah.
So she's just starting next semester.
Yes.
Do you know what school she's going to?
I'm not sure, but she's taking computer coding. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
thinking
good.
she's probably gonna go to Centennial.
Okay. I wonder what the rules are there for on campus and stuff.
Well, we want her living on campus.
Oh, cool.
We want the whole experience.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it makes a difference.
Of course it does.
Honest to God, just being, you feel more a part of like school life, what's happening.
Of course.
Cool.
What you gonna do with the course?
I'm proud of her. That's good, man.
Thank you.
Who's that?
They want to
What are we thinking about the vaccine passports?
I don't travel.
It's more than travel. Right now in Ontario, it's going to be movies,
Yeah.
gyms, clubs, eating in restaurants. Did you feel more compelled at all to get it, or?
I wasn't into those things. Like prior,
Yeah. So you're not losing out any.
I watched Netflix.
Yeah.
Food, I cook my own food. Whatever environment they're asking you to be in, I don't care for it.
Yeah.
But now, the barbershop, thank you
Yeah.
for leaving
Amen.
us alone.
Amen.
If you're gonna do your thing, do your thing. But movies aren't priority. Eating out is not priority. If you feel that you need to stop people from doing those things, you're not putting priority, but you're sending your kids to school. So, for me personally, I'm not losing at all.
Vaccine passports in Ontario start September 22nd. Thoughts?
All this coercion. I mean, do I have to quit my job? Do I have to take them to court?
I hope not. I hope not. It depends what you do. What's your job? What field are you in?
I do construction. I'm an iron worker.
Okay, God willing. I think that's okay. I think that
We're not
industry is
sure
safe.
yet because we do get contract from TTC, the government, and places like that.
Okay.
And the government does give the union hall funding to train the young guys. So, I mean, what are we going to do? You know, they're kind of forcing us against our will. You know, what happened to our so-called freedom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I'm
Yeah.
surprised people aren't sticking up for it.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not sure about that.
vaccine passports, how are you feeling? Have you heard the things that will be affected? need a
just happy.
vaccine passport to go to the movies,
Yeah.
to go to clubs, to go to the gym, to eat indoors. Yeah. Thankfully,
say?
not the barbershop.
Thank God that they didn't put us on that list. I don't want to be asking people if they're vaccinated. I don't think that has anything to do with what they're here for.
Yeah.
It's none of my business.
Yeah.
And as long as they're not coughing and they're not
Yeah.
sick,
Exactly. Let's
Why do I
forget.
care? Why do I
That's
need
so.
to know your
I'm so
personal
glad you
business?
said that because that was my argument the other day on Twitter. It's like we've forgotten that people are healthy. Let's not assume everybody's sick until proven not.
Right.
It's healthy until you're sick.
yes. Exactly. Exactly. Not everybody's sick. That's the part I don't understand.
Okay, Pete.
Yeah.
Vaccine passports
Yes.
introduced. You got your vaccine.
Yes, vaccine passport.
Did you get your
no,
second one?
no, I'm joking. No vaccine passport.
Did you get your second vaccine yet?
I'm double dosed.
Okay.
I'm double dosed.
Did you get your actual passport?
No, me get a piece of paper.
Good. Do you have it?
No, me not walk with it.
Can you walk with it next time?
I have a
wanna see
picture of it, but me not walk
Good.
with it.
Can I see a picture? Sorry, have to. If you don't mind, sorry.
I need you to block out my government name.
Yeah, for sure.
People are gonna be,
I'll blur it out.
be looking for me. I'm joking.
I just gotta see how this thing looks.
Yeah, yeah.
It's nothing special, guys. It's just a fucking piece of paper with some printing on it that says my name on it.
Okay. So it just says health card, date of birth, agent, product name,
Received
Moderna.
two valid doses.
You received 2 valid doses authorized. Please remain on the premises. I wonder if they'll send you something.
I don't know. Like, considering it says the Health Ministry of Ontario, that's the only thing that's basically on it. I can basically copy this. I
Yeah.
copy this and send it to somebody else and make them use it.
But you could.
But I wouldn't.
I know.
But
That's
it's
what I'm
very
saying.
easily
so
to
what's
manipulate.
the passport exactly? I wonder what the passport is going to be.
I don't know. All I
Maybe
know.
did they get any information from you? Or did they ask for your cell phone number or anything? Email?
Yeah. I
Okay,
gave them
maybe
my
maybe they'll
email
send you an
and-
email.
And my cell phone number.
Okay, as a vaccinated person, do you think it's fair that people are going to be discriminated against, limited in their access to things?
I don't think it's fair. But you know what I also think? I think that the government is trying their best to make it difficult for people who aren't vaccinated to get them vaccinated.
Yeah.
To me, honestly, like at the end of the day, more people have died from COVID than have died from the vaccine. People are gonna die. You know? People are gonna live, people are gonna die. I don't think that
Yeah.
it's fair to the people that are against it to tell them that they can't do everything else that everyone else can do.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they say this is Canada, and they say that we have the freedom to that. But they're changing laws on us
Every day.
every damn day. So for all of those people who think that Canada is such a free place, they're taking our freedoms daily. Daily. I don't think we're. I
You
don't
said it's
think,
only temporary.
I don't think we're far from being a communist state.
Oh, I know.
The way that things are heading right now.
Yeah, I know. You mean 2 weeks? All it would take. Do you remember when 2 weeks inside was the solution?
Hey?
Do you remember when 2 weeks was the solution?
Yes, 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 yes. 28 days. 2 weeks and then it went up to 28 days.
Have you heard anything about Pfizer? Hey, Panther, did you hear anything about Pfizer and how they're treating developing countries, like the smaller countries?
No. No.
Pfizer's been acting like the World Bank, where now they're trying to actually change policy and implement all sorts of things. Like they want control of different army bases in exchange for the vaccine.
Why?
What?
What do you mean control of army bases? What?
Exactly. I don't know.
That's
I was hoping. I know. They want power.
Who's behind Pfizer?
I can't help it, you know. I can't help it.
I don't know who's behind Pfizer, but Pfizer's going to dominate the world because Pfizer's also the first vaccine to be FDA approved.
But you know what's messed up? Cigarettes are FDA approved.
No. No.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Have a good weekend. Yeah, thanks. Same to you guys. All right, thank you.
Same to you.
All right. Okay, take care. Let's take a nice photo, eh?
Ciao.
For these guys.
Yeah, for sure.
For the good looking guys.
I know.
See you.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Ciao.
Did you guys hear anything about Pfizer and how Pfizer has been acting in places like Brazil, like South America, the Caribbean?
No, I didn't hear anything about that.
So I saw on, and I'm not sure, the news, it felt like Al Jazeera News. I can't remember the news station, but they were just talking about how Pfizer has been strongholding these smaller countries. So withholding the vaccine unless they do stuff like give them control of their military bases and stuff. Like they're acting like the World Bank right now, trying to impose different socioeconomic changes to countries that they have no interest even doing that to.
That is crazy. I never heard about this because I don't really watch the news.
Yeah,
Yes.
Lisa, I'm gonna send you something.
please do.
Somebody sent it to me this morning.
Yeah, it's
SH. How do
crazy.
you spell your name again?
S-I.
S-I. That's why. I hate having to search your name. so lost. S-I-O, right?
That's right. Yeah, it's just crazy. I think right now, because I'm starting to feel pressure to get it.
Through your workplace?
Well, they're pressuring
No,
people to
because
get
the
it.
movies and the clubs and traveling,
pressuring
they've
people
locked
to
up
get it.
everything
To
I
do
care
anything?
about.
Do anything right now?
Yeah,
You better.
I can't do anything technically.
No, you're not. It's crazy how they're
So that
making
sucks.
people. They're forcing people, if you go to the movies, to vaccine.
Come
or
on.
be vaccine, right?
The movies?
The movies, come on. It's not important anymore.
I can't send
Prioritize.
What you buy?
it
What
on my
was it?
phone. I'm gonna let you look at it on my phone.
What was it?
It's just this woman that was talking about
Is in the Congress?
the whole, you seen that one, the black woman? Yeah.
They deleted from my phone.
Oh, amazing.
They took it off your phone?
Yes.
Let me see
I
if
said
it's
to a
still
couple
up.
of people and it's deleted from my phone.
Oh, that's
Let me see if
weird.
it's still up. Let me see if it's still
Who
up.
deleted it from your phone? What is she talking about?
The vaccine and the vaccine passport and stuff. How it's not right, and she's a PhD. She's a
Yes,
PhD.
she's a scientist.
Yeah, she's a scientist. She knows all about vaccines.
Kind of
Listen to what she's saying.
as well as what a vaccine is designed to do in the body, what it can do, what it can't do. And the fact that this is extremely complex science
Basically
that
saying the
has
vaccine
been
doesn't work.
oversimplified in the
So why are we
media
doing it?
to
Exactly.
Just like the variants.
Yes.
The flu shot, when you take a flu
Yeah.
shot, it doesn't.
the fact that
It
vaccines
doesn't
Yeah.
start from getting the flu.
Yeah.
And it's all variant that
Yeah.
you're trying to defend.
Yeah.
So she's saying that with the vaccine, you're actually increasing the risk of hurting yourself because when you get the vaccine, and then when you get the variant,
It takes longer to get over.
Yeah,
Pete,
so
that's what
they're
I
going to work
said.
together
That's
and
what I
attack
said. That's what I said, Pete. Pete, so what you're telling me now,
Wow.
what you're saying now, I mean, okay, this is the bullshit. Because there was another doctor that said they know they're lying to you. They know that they're lying to you.
Yes.
What are we gonna do about it? Yeah, I'm gonna watch that later.
have to
I
see
recorded like her name and stuff like that. I'll even put it in later. I will add it to the show.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
have to. Because
Hello, my name is Dr. Christina Parks. I received my PhD in cellular and molecular biology right here in the state of Michigan from University of Michigan Medical School. And so I'm very well versed in the science of both these mRNA, gene therapy, vaccines, this kind of technology, as well as what a vaccine is designed to do in the body, what it can do, what it can't do, and the fact that this is extremely complex science that has been oversimplified in the media to basically take away our freedom of choice. What I want to address today in this limited time is the fact that vaccine requirements and mandates are based on the faulty assumption that the vaccines in question prevent transmission of the pathogen. Right? Does the vaccine for DTaP prevent transmission? No. Does the vaccine for flu prevent transmission? No. Do the vaccines for COVID prevent transmission? No. In fact, they were never designed to do that. All right, so you're asking, what about this 95% effectiveness? If you look at those clinical trials, they do not say that they prevent transmission. They expressly say that they're measuring whether they attenuate symptoms. So they're 95% effective based on their clinical trials at attenuating symptoms for the first variant, which is essentially gone in our population. Right now, the predominant variant is a Delta, and CDC Director Walensky basically said that these vaccines have no ability to prevent infection by and transmission of the Delta variant. So, our policy needs not to be built on the hope of what we think something we want it to do, but what the data actually tell us. So do these viruses do the vaccines prevent the virus from infecting and replicating in the nose and nasopharynx? No. They've only been shown to prevent that replication in the lungs. They're different. The mucosa is very different than the lungs. It's very different than the blood. You inject it to the blood, you make antibodies in your blood. The virus isn't infecting your blood. It's infecting your mucosa, and you don't produce any IgA to neutralize it. In fact, recent studies have shown that the vaccinated, especially with the Delta variant, and the unvaccinated have similar amounts of virus in their nose and throat. In Barnstable, Massachusetts, the CDC tracked an outbreak of 469 cases of COVID. 74% occurred in fully vaccinated, and 4 out of 5 of those hospitalized were vaccinated. And I want to address this because it's very important. Vaccines are made to a specific variant, and when that variant mutates, the vaccine no longer recognizes it. And so it's like you're seeing a completely new virus. And because that's so, you actually get more severe symptoms when you're vaccinated against one variant, and then it mutates, and then your body sees the other variant. So there's the potential, and the science shows that, in fact, with the flu, if you get vaccinated in multiple years, you are more likely to get severe disease, you are more likely to have more viral replication, and you are more likely to be hospitalized, both in adults and in children. We are seeing the same thing in COVID with the Delta variant. And so we are mandating that people get a vaccine that could actually make them more sick when they're exposed to the virus. In fact, this week, a paper came out, and what it showed is that with this Delta variant, when you're vaccinated, your body makes antibodies that are supposed to neutralize the virus, but they were supposed to neutralize the old variant. When they see this new variant, what they're doing is the antibodies are taking the virus and helping it infect the cells. All right, that science was just published this week. We need to be looking at the science, and we need our policy to reflect the science, and we also need it to reflect our rights.
Okay, so we know all this common sense. We know all this common sense. People don't believe or understand. You got to understand. I'm talking intelligent people, Pete.
Yeah, I know.
I had a disagreement with my mom. My mom was repeating everything that we've heard on TV.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, but protecting, and I got to protect, and what about the Delta variant? Stop.
Yes. It's not going to work. The vaccine doesn't prevent you from getting COVID.
There you go.
And all these people are traveling across the world because they're vaccinated, double vax.
Yeah.
They're going to bring back stuff from all these other countries. Ridiculous, bro.
So they want you to be getting vaccinated every year.
That's the other thing too, the booster.
The booster. Well, I heard that they want to stop the booster.
Read this, because... Okay. Sorry. I can't take too much time here, but Michelle sent me this because one of her friends got vaxxed.
Yeah.
And she wrote this article.
What did she
Some
say
thoughts
about
on the vaccine passport you may not have considered. Vaccine passports are no big deal, right? You've had both your shots, so not really going to affect your life. Now think about how you're going to feel in 6 months from your last shot when your shiny green passport suddenly turns orange.
Yeah.
This is a color thing, right? What's this? You're required to get a booster shot. You're also due for your annual flu shot. You have 2 weeks to book your appointment, or your orange passport will turn white, and your privileges of working or entering any public building will be revoked. But just imagine that.
Yeah.
So you constantly
What
have
are
to
we
be
signing
texting
up for?
Running.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
what
I have
are we
to get my
signing up
passport.
for? What are we signing up
Otherwise
for?
I can't get in.
And I feel like nobody's concerned so long as it's not their concern. But be concerned.
You better be concerned. They want you to take booster shots now every like 6 months?
Okay, so things I feel like are just going to keep getting crazier and crazier, and we're just going to live through it and survive it and just talk about how crazy it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everything, the worst of everything we said is what's happening.
Yeah, like you said, the worst is yet to come. But we don't even know what's going to happen 6 months from now or a year from now. I don't want to scare anybody, but...
Yeah, no, I don't know. Pfizer has been approved by the FDA. Did you guys hear that?
Oh, really?
They're the
Pfizer's
first
been approved?
vaccine approved by the FDA.
Okay.
However, when I hear how Pfizer's been strongholding these countries, I feel like that's more of a political move than it is an actual thing that
Alcohol
happened.
is approved by the FDA. Alcohol is approved by the FDA. The FDA don't mean nothing. The FDA don't mean nothing. Don't
Okay,
follow them.
I'm literally gonna put some questionable things that are approved by the FDA on the screen right now, because yeah, ding 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 ding, and I'll do some research on it.
Yeah.
Makes it sound official though, the FDA approved it though, eh?
Yeah, because
Makes it
that.
sound
But
super
remember, that was like a lot of people's argument for the longest time. Okay, how come these things
It's
are
not
FDA approved?
Right, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So how come Pfizer all of a sudden? What about the Pfizer vaccine makes it FDA approved? I need to know.
Right. Oh, it's true. And where's AstraZeneca? What happened to those guys? Those guys made a ton of money and now they just disappeared? Because they're not FDA approved? But they're allowed to stick
No,
stuff in people's
Moderna is
stuff
still
in-
sticking people and they're not
That's what I'm
FDA
saying.
approved. Johnson & Johnson is still sticking people and they're not
What's
FDA
going
approved.
on, man?
But I also heard that there are, because remember, around the world, there are different vaccine companies that are giving out the vaccine, right?
Yeah.
If your vaccine isn't recognized by a certain country,
Right.
you can't go into that
What is
country.
that? What
There are
is
some
that?
countries.
I thought
My
we were
dad was
together.
telling me that Trinidad got
Right.
all their vaccines from some little company in China. Now nobody in Trinidad can even leave flipping Trinidad.
Right. I thought we were supposed to be working together.
No, nobody in Trinidad can leave Trinidad because their flipping little vaccine isn't recognized. It's not Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, and Moderna.
So they're controlling your movements,
Are you guys seeing this
everything.
on the global scale that it's at?
Yeah, it's hard.
It's over, man. The world is over, man. You gotta just keep living. The time you have on this earth, just keep living, because you can't follow government, you can't follow physicians, doctors, anybody that is in power. You cannot follow what they're saying, because
Probably
they're
you can't
saying
trust
one
what
thing
they're saying.
they don't even know.
Yeah, well there you
Who
go.
are you to talk? You can't say you're gonna do things better when you don't know you can. What NDP or PC or any party is gonna change what's happening right now?
I don't know. P said that.
Nobody.
Hey, I just thought about you. P said that. Panther said that the Green Party is actually it's a black woman
Yeah.
with a good
Yeah.
platform. She's
Of
against
course,
what
It
I'm
is-
calling
it is-
medical apartheid.
it is
Separating
it
the
is-
community based
Yo,
on health
I
is medical
totally
apartheid.
understand. But for her to make the change that needs to be made, and you got everybody gonna go against you, like, okay, I'm a Trudeau guy, right? But people are against Trudeau. If you're a conservative, Aaron O'Toole, the Singh guy, no matter which party's coming up, people are gonna oppose what you're doing, even though you're doing the right thing.
That's a fact.
So-
So it's just about making sure that you vote for the person
telling
that
you,
you feel
man.
is doing the right thing. And I feel like a lot of Canadians, so they're afraid to
Okay.
speak up about it,
That's it.
are against it. Vaccine passports. September. Oh, well, you text me about it, so
Yeah.
you already know.
Yeah, I told you. Didn't I say? I told you. I said it's
So what do you
inevitable.
need a passport to get into specifically?
Gyms, restaurants, concert halls, movie theaters, any place where there's
It sounds like
basically like a large gathering indoor.
they've attacked also youth culture.
But I will say
That's
yeah,
all
I know
youth
that
culture.
They did target
Yeah.
youth culture because you could tell clubs, nightclubs,
Yeah.
restaurants,
Gyms.
gyms.
I believe strip clubs too, because
Well, I
Fillmore's
think strip
had
club
get
would've been a
vaccinated
given.
for Olympics. Yeah, okay.
So, all right, and then there's like a hypocrisy with that in itself because you don't know if the server is vaccinated, you don't know if the cook is vaccinated.
Drop the mic.
That's the thing. The people that work in the restaurants don't have to be vaccinated.
Let's not even get
Does that make sense?
No. He said exactly what you
That
said.
work there don't have to be
I
vaccinated.
know. Or they don't have to show proof to me that they've been vaccinated. So there's a hypocrisy there, but listen, man, I told you this was going to happen.
How
I
are you
told you
feeling?
Doug Ford is going to back down, and he's going to bring in vaccine passports. Because on an international level, we've got to stop thinking locally. This is a global thing, and globally, everyone's in sync with bringing in vaccine passports. Some countries won't, but the majority of the Western countries will, guaranteed.
Does it make you side more with vaccines? Are you more vaccine sympathetic when you realize, okay,
Well,
this is something that's going to happen all around the world?
I was never against vaccines. I'm not an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah.
Okay. But my stance with it is still, I need more information. Now, some people will say, oh, well, there's more than enough information out there for you to make your decision.
There's not.
There's not
Every day
enough.
is changing. The vaccine isn't even
And
work.
there's a lot of
So let's start there.
confusing messaging
Yeah.
also, right? So, it's going to be inevitable that I'm going to have to get it because they're boxing everyone in to get it,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
And
you know me, I go party.
I
I
wanna-
go
I gotta
Me, I
ch-
go movie. Me, I go party. Me, I go everywhere we can go.
I'm going to be there too. I'm going to get my a fake one.
and I have to travel. I'm traveling next year.
Exactly.
And the countries that I'm going to, I'm gonna go to Croatia in July.
Yeah.
And you have to have a vax. You have to have a vax. You have to be fully vaccinated. And I want to go to Trinidad come February, March. And they're not letting no one on the island unless you're fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
So I have no choice. It's either I don't go, or
Hot TV. What's
Going
up, Lisa?
on,
Hot
Sensei.
TV. God bless, respect, and love. Good
Come
to see
on,
you
we're
today.
talking flipping vaccine passports stuff.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. It's a good idea, but at the same time, yes, brother, you alright? Respect, General. Every time, my brother. Yeah, man, bless up.
here's
But,
the thing. I
this
gotta.
is how it goes. The vaccine passport is good, but it's not good. So what do? It's better maybe we don't, because you know how much business could get ruined and stuff could happen? You know how much business could get, like say for example, we're in the barber shop and we go, you got everyone in here has to have a vaccine passport.
Yeah.
And then Pete gets a call and the guy says, all right, cool, I'm coming in tomorrow. I got my nephew, my niece, whoever, my uncle, my grandpa, everyone coming in, they need a cut. But 3 of them don't have the passport.
Yeah.
2 of us do.
Yeah.
And then Pete goes, what could I do? You guys can't come. And then he goes, okay, we're going to go up the road to
Yeah.
check out Tom, Mick, and Harry instead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it's a double-edged sword. What can you do, right? But it's a system. What can we do? We got to somehow, I don't know how you're going to beat the system.
You know what's
you
the
know what I'm
crazy
saying?
thing? That after all of this lockup
Yeah.
and all of this time,
Yeah.
that the barbershop don't need nothing.
I don't know why you're encouraging it. I'm happy the barbershop doesn't need nothing.
I
The
don't.
barbershop
No,
doesn't need
listen,
nothing.
because we fight AIDS. What is COVID?
Yeah.
You know how long we've been trying to stop people from getting infections?
Right.
And these guys want to talk about like we're not doing our job. Like we've been doing this. They should have let us open up from a long time. We should have been the only thing that's allowed to open.
Well, that's how you know nothing works and they don't know what they're doing, because it went from everyone needs to be vaccinated. So okay, now here we are today, vaccine passport, but let's rewind a bit more. They need to be vaccinated. Then they need to have a mask. Then they got to stand feet away. If any of these things worked, why do we got to keep going?
Exactly.
Why do we got to do this now? Do that now.
Exactly.
Do this now.
Exactly.
It was supposed to work, right?
It's like
It
on the
doesn't make
plane,
sense.
they're saying you can't wear cloth masks anymore on the plane.
Yeah.
But everybody on the plane is vaccinated, so that doesn't make any sense.
Their vaccination. Okay, imagine you getting vaccinated and you still get COVID.
What's happening now, Sean, is people that are vaccinated that are getting COVID, it's worse for them because their immune
worse.
system has been compromised. Because now there are 2
So
different
what are
types
you
of
trying to
fucking
tell
things.
people that haven't? That it's safer?
They've proven too, and what's so frustrating, Pete, do you know that it's been proven? Sorry.
And I'm trying to respect the rules.
It's been proven that natural immunity is more effective than the vaccine.
I've been sick from the flu. I've been sick before to the feeling that I'm gonna die feeling. And yet, here I am, live with a mask and stuff. And yet, if I cough, you're in fear of my cough, not even knowing.
Yeah, I know. Listen,
Are you kidding?
I had allergies. No. I had allergies.
crazy,
I literally, my
man.
allergies were so bad,
That's
you guys.
why we have
like
to stick
uncontrollable.
together,
I had
man.
to stay home
We
from
have
work.
to stick together. We have to stick together because if I something happens to me, I know that the people around me know that it wasn't because Sean chose to do it. No. I lived as any other person is living or is trying to live without being under control. What's basically what it is. It's a control. It's a system that's trying to control something.
New Drake?
I'm getting through it right now.
Thoughts?
This is the second official Drake album I listened to fully, and I'm super impressed right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Dope. What are you impressed by? What do you like?
The production's on point. And I'm a production guy.
I was feeling like the production was the problem.
No.
Like there's no hit or there's nothing that stands out like.
Well, okay, but it's the time, right? And there's this I think this is the era of that very draggy, slow kind of beat, you know.
I don't know. I still have something that sticks out.
I think, well, like I said, I didn't get through the album fully. So far, there's not a weak song that I could find on the album.
Dope.
I don't know if the other part of the other half of the album is gonna have some more up-tempo stuff.
Yeah.
Right, because I didn't get to that part yet. But for what I've listened to, I am actually
Dope.
did a good job, Drake. You did an amazing job on this album so far. You did an amazing album. The one track I do want to say I love so far is "In the Bible." That track is
In the Bible's cold. Did you listen to the new Drake?
Didn't really have time.
Yeah. Kind of skimmed.
It didn't really have time because it just came out last night.
Yeah.
I got home, I was sleepy, I was tired.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it my fair share, and I'll give you my output.
Come on. Dope.
I heard Kanye.
What'd you think of Kanye?
He has a wicked song called Jail. Hurricane is good.
Jail. Yeah, I love Jonah.
But 2 hours? It's long, bro.
Drake is long too. Drake is 21 songs.
But
I felt like Drake was long.
No, the way Kanye started. Donda. I was like, what the
You know what though? Okay, but you know what I'm hearing? No, you know why? It's because during the live performance, so he gave you basically everything that happened during the live performance. During the live performance, during that song, pictures of his mom flashed. Him and his mom throughout his life. So the first Donda started when he was a baby, and then it just him and his mom as he grew up.
Translated.
It didn't translate.
Audio-wise, it didn't translate.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what kind of art is he trying to do? You know, is it
different if it was like a visual album?
Yeah.
And then you can get to see the
But
pictures.
I think, you know what? The way I kind of looked at the album is like a visual. It is supposed to be a lot of visuals.
Yeah.
You're supposed to see it.
Some of the sounds that this guy has, the instruments making,
Crazy.
fucking
Crazy.
I know, always.
That you hear it like.
I was like, what is this? But that album though, the one thing that album has to be played loud.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
You're not gonna get nothing.
Yeah, the full vibe of it.
And pump that out.
Yeah.
In your car, have to be pumped.
With your headphones, full blast. Or you're not gonna get the full effect that he wants you to get out of it, you know?
No, the Donda album's a good album. I mean, I can't say nothing wrong with it either. It's very minimal
I
though.
just thought
Yeah,
that
it is.
maybe it's a little too churchy. Because he already made a gospel album.
It's not gospel, but I think it's because
bunch of church stuff going on.
it's God. It's God something. Okay, sorry, I have to see these guys cry. Hey, what's going on? I want to catch you guys hugging, man.
This is my boy, your boy. Don't worry.
Aww, your baby.
That's my baby. That's my love, man. That's my love right there, man. God bless his mother, for giving me this boy, man.
Come on.
Yo, I'm sorry. I don't even mean to be. Let me tell you, my emotions right now, I can't even control them. I didn't know I was gonna see this guy in my life again.
Yeah.
You know? You don't know what life is. Look, you know what I mean, Pete, man. I mean, anything could happen. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
And then what? What happens if I got it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm in the hospital, I'm laying up, and I'm yo.
When God this happens,
I didn't see him. Yo.
Huh.
That's my star, man. That's my. Yo,
You come for her.
I told you though. I said it. I said it already. My emotions with this kid When he was born, I cried, man. When Savannah was born, I cried. But I couldn't keep it in. I love life so much. I love Peter that much. Like, I love this family we have. You know?
Julian, what made you hit up your dad?
Pardon?
What made you call your dad?
I don't know. Just the universe. The universe
Come
telling me to call my
on.
dad.
You made him so happy, man.
Yes.
Beautiful shot.
Dope. You haven't even seen the shop yet.
I gotta go, guys. Yes, sir. Peter.
Yes, Ben. Say it.
That's it. I take
I gotta run
care.
out. I'll be back.
I miss you, man.
You didn't listen to the album. Well, let's talk about this release party. Let's get that on thing. So, how many people are going to be at this release party?
If I'm gonna be there? No, I'm not sure. I got some stuff I gotta do.
No, I know. How many people
And I
do you
know
think
to
are
get
going to
in
be
there is
there?
gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? If I had like a special thing, I would come in there. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be there. So what can I do, right? Because you gotta remember, Drizzy right now is the hottest thing out. Whether you guys like it or not, Drizzy is the hottest out today. So you know how much people are going down there
I
from
know.
Richmond Hill,
I know.
Vaughan,
Yeah,
Mississauga,
yeah,
Brampton, all
yeah,
these far
yeah.
places.
Every race?
They're all coming down right there.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You can go out there, but you know what I'm saying?
You could probably, a party will probably
You're
start
gonna be in the
outside
nosebleed.
still.
Yeah, I know you're gonna be in the nosebleed. But it's alright, you know. Much love to Drizzy because, like I said, like it or leave it, hate it or love it,
Yeah.
he's the hottest right
Yeah.
now. Definitely better than Kanye. But yeah, it is what it is. It's gonna be a big event. So if you're going down there, you better go line up now.
This is what
You
I'm
better
saying.
go line up. People were lined
What
up
time
from
is
last
it?
night and
6:45?
sleeping bags
Yeah.
to get in that shit. Yeah. Sorry, Papa. You're gonna be fainting like you know Michael Jackson back in there fainting. People are doing that one right now. Fainting. You know what I mean?
I gotta go for a ride right now.
What?
I'm gonna have to pause for the cause. I gotta take my son out to Port Perry and start my own weekend.
Come on. Very
I'm
cool.
actually, I'm planning to have a lot of fun this weekend. Next week's my birthday, actually.
I
I don't
know.
really care about birthdays, and I don't believe nothing about birthdays. I'm just putting it out there that next week is supposed to be my birthday. Okay.
Do you want to wrap up vaccine talk? What's the final word on vaccine passports?
I can't say this enough. To each their own. If you want to get the vax, go get it. If it makes you feel safer, absolutely go get it. I agree, 100%. I'm not against vaccines. I'm just saying, is this a vaccine though? Because it's not preventing you from getting anything. They're just putting some toxic stuff in your body that's not preventing you from getting COVID. You can still carry it. You can still transmit it. What are we doing? I think we need to ask ourselves that question. This is Pete Cutter from Cut and Run. Thank you for watching another weekly Chop Talk. Please subscribe.
I did it.